Hey guys, so here's a little topic of discussion and a couple good ideas here. Leave your comments below because I love reading your comments. You guys have discussions on your own in the comments section and gives me ideas to, harvest for other video ideas, right? With my new little game plan here on just doing videos about the hobby and promoting the hobby and doing no other product reviews when I'm done with the ones that I have and nothing, just ham radio. The question I have for you, and I'll explain why, is what is your favorite mode of communication on ham radio? Now listen here before you answer. In 21 years of ham radio, I'm going on 22 years, I am bored. I get bored with things, right? For instance, you may be a new ham and you may be, oh man, I'm gonna get on 20 and 40 meters as soon as I get my general. That's a big deal. It's fun, do it. But I've done all that. I've worked pretty much every band that's available to me, other than 250 gigahertz and stuff like that. But 80 meters to 1.2 gigahertz, I've pretty much done a lot, okay? Not too much on 160, but I've done it. But that's coming, I'll show you why. So in 21 years, I'm bored with this stuff, and where I have settled and figured out where I want to be in this hobby after all this is weak signal and space communications, right? Right now I am just head over heels for EME moon bounce. I've already got a set up for 70 centimeters. I've made some contacts off the surface of the moon and back. Very weak signal. And now I'm building one for 1.2 gigahertz. And that one's going to be portable in a rifle case, okay, with the antenna and pretty much everything minus the radio in a rifle case where I can take it to the beach and get those real low elevation moon bounce attempts with people on the other side of the world, and different grid squares. Like give other people across the world different grid squares from Florida. So weak signal and space communications. I've always loved satellites. I've done many satellites. I have to update myself on what's happening in satellite land these days. But I've found myself on FT8 a lot. And why? If you remember in the past when FT8 came out, I made a video right away when I was one of those YouTubers like, gotta make a video right away. Now you can see I might take 3 months and not make a video. But when it came out, it was great. And then it ruined it for me because so many people were on FT8 with 1,000 watts. And the comment I remember the guy told me in person one day was, now that FT8's here, I don't need to talk to anybody. I don't need to do anything. My computer will do it all. When my logbook's full, I'm going to close the computer, sit on the front porch and pet the dog. It's over. That is not a mission by any means to fill up logbooks and that's why ham radio's here. No. FT8 is a weak signal to decode, 24, 25 dB below the noise floor to exchange with other people as another mode. That's how I feel. And I've used that mode a lot lately. You can see it on the map here on World Radio League. I find myself doing that, but not to make contacts, to test propagation. I use FT8 at 1 watt, and then I'll use it at 5 watts. I will make a homemade antenna, and I will set it up in a very not so good way. I've made antennas out of pieces of RG6 coax using only the braid, and then one for the counterpoise. And my signal is being heard all over the world in the backyard at 1 watt. I like experimentation with HF propagation, and that's what one of the core aspects of ham radio is to experiment. So me getting on HF in the mobile every day while I'm at work doesn't do it for me anymore. It's lost interest. I will always still get on HF during field day and contests, or when I get bored, I'll turn on the 7300. But by the time I come home from work, I don't feel like talking to anybody on the ham radio because I've been on the radio all day at work in the truck. So what I do when I find myself coming home or early in the morning is I'll start throwing out CQs on FT8 on 17 meters and 20 meters and 40 meters just to see where I'm being heard on the reverse, beacon network, the PSK reporter. All that's on my videos already in my channel, but as I restructure this and eliminate everything, no more product reviews or nothing like that, when I'm finished with those soon, I'll redo those videos and show you how I look at propagation. And I can show you, well, this is what I got here when I had this little antenna, but then I put the antenna up on the roof and what did I get with just 10 feet of increase? That's the kind of stuff that I like. Space communications are the same way. EME moon bounce is not thrilling at all. It's your computer exchanging information with another computer somewhere else in the world on 70 centimeters or 1.2 gigahertz with the Doppler shift, in between all that, the Doppler, the Faraday, vertical versus horizontal, and what the station has on the other side when you can see the moon. Sometimes there's stations that can never work because I'll be at work when the moon is rising. So I don't get those people. But it'll be a thrill for me to be able to go to the west coast of Florida, on Tampa, on a beach, and catch a moon set and bounce a signal off the moon on 70 centimeters or 1.2 gigahertz with somebody in China on the other side of the moon or planet. And I'm only using 50 to 100 watts. Now I can go more and I could do more, but there's a lot of stations I can't work. But the fact that that little signal got there is what's exciting for me. So leave in the comments what your favorite mode is. And I classify it like this. You can tell me whatever it is. Is it Hellschreiber? That's my favorite keyboard mode, is Hellschreiber. Video's on the way. But the big three, you got voice, with phone, basically talking in a microphone, whether it be on a repeater, a handheld, HF on a net every day, or chasing DX. Then you got CW, continuous wave, which is Morse code. That's the OG digital form. That's dots and dashes, binary, basically. CW, again, that's why I like that. I got a setup over here somewhere, with my little KJ4YZI key that Mike K8MRD on Ham Radio Tube made me, and that goes with my little Go kit. I got my bencher over here. So I play a little bit of CW, but I'm still getting more proficient. But that's another weak signal mode, because when I do CW, I'm taking this. Whoa, you heard that collapse. That's my CW kit right here. 5 watts with just a wire antenna and a key, nothing more. That to me is like weak signal. Who can hear me when I do that, right? I don't want to go filling up logbooks, pounding the brass, and trying to be Century Club of CW, straight key club and all that, okay? But then you also got digital, keyboard to keyboard. That could be FT8, that could be PSK31, that could be moon bounce, that could be slow scan TV. That's a video coming too. A lot of people still do slow scan TV, and it's very easy to do. It's so fun. To them, the fact that someone is seeing a picture on their computer that they sent, and then they receive the picture from the other person, nobody's talking. It's got the call sign, the picture, and that's it. To me, that's fun, because that's a digital exchange, kind of weak signal. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. So you get the idea. Leave in the comments below what your favorite digital mode is. And if you are into Olivia, Contestia, Hellschreiber, Domino X, Thor, Throb, MFSK, Hellschreiber, PSK, all those old ones, right? I'd love to work you on the air, because I'm about to do soon a digital net using different digital mode every week or every month. And that will be really cool, because I think those modes are very underutilized. So hope the video, it wasn't 5 minutes like I thought, but hey, leave your comments below. What's your favorite mode? Voice, CW, digital, or be descriptive on exactly what you like doing in ham radio. 7-3.
Ham Radio Concepts is brought to you by HamRadioPrep.com. It's never been easier to learn about ham radio before you take the exam. And Ham Radio Prep makes it fun and guarantees your success. Visit HamRadioPrep.com. Use the code ERIC20 to instantly save 20% off every course you buy. Remember the name, HamRadioPrep.com.